Hardly any other business is pushing globalization as much as the software and IT domain does. It continues the trend to move development and manufacturing of products abroad, preferably into countries with cheap wages. In India, for example, 1 hour of programming only costs 20 to 25% of an hour in Germany. And thus, cost pressure drives companies all over the world to India, China or other countries to develop software there.
The opportunities offered by using global sites for development are obvious, but more and more companies get a beating when they do this. What seems to make sense economically at first glance turns out to be too expensive in the end. The lack of matching processes between the different countries turns out to be the cause of a lack of product quality. In this context, the cultural differences between Germany and other countries, for example in Asia, are often underestimated. This results in additional costs for testing, quality assurance and rework, and long-term warranties are often missing. Furthermore, we complain about the abuse of property rights and illegal copying, which costs the German industry billions of euros each year.
2 examples. Since 2003, the Transrapid has been commuting in Shanghai between the airport and the city. And only 3 years later, the Chinese copy is going on the test run. The Transrapid also contains vast amounts of software. And software developed offshore is sold as illegal copies under different labels at bargain prices anywhere between Bombay, Boston and Berlin. Fraunhofer IESE supports companies worldwide in getting maximum benefit from the opportunities offered by global development while protecting themselves from risks in the best possible way.
The issue is smart globalization, and outsourcing development activities is only smart when much more than costs are taken into consideration. We want to help those companies who come to us for support not only to work more productively through outsourcing and not only maintain their own core competence, that is, their system leadership, their process and domain knowledge, but to even strengthen it.
To do so, IESE gets involved on various levels. First, on the level of the product. Through the systematic use of software engineering techniques, researchers provide a smart adaptation of the product to be developed and its architecture so that only the customer has an overview of the entire product. What the software is supposed to do must be achieved in the most efficient and most secure manner. On the second level, the processes are analyzed and optimized, according to which parameters should the partners be selected, which are suitable offshoring scenarios and business models. Are the standards compatible? Shall subcontracting be done externally, or shall a separate company be founded abroad? The answers sketch the path that the company should take. IESE evaluates the risks emanating from the software architecture and helps to prevent subcontracted partners from becoming future competitors. One way to achieve this can be the creation of suitable process interfaces which ensure that the customer obtains the highest possible control over the project. Such measures ensure system leadership and guarantee the protection of intellectual property. Following these principles, the project team from Kaiserslautern provides support for such customers as the Japanese Space Agency in the definition and distribution of its development processes. For the European Space Agency, IESE has produced a custom-tailored process model. Without this model, it would not have been possible for numerous companies from several countries to collaborate on highly complex software elements.
We also assist our customers after establishing the processes. We support, for instance, the monitoring and control of the globally distributed development activities through project control centers. In these, the measurement data are packaged and visualized online in a meaningful manner. This is customized to the respective development context using highly qualified project management tools.
The risks and challenges of global development are only starting to emerge. From the perspective of IESE, it's necessary to think ahead in offshoring. Only then will quality, costs, system leadership and intellectual property lead to a win-win situation for all contract partners.
Today, many offshoring actors are still in de facto experimental state and are still driven by pure cost pressure. More mature companies now develop a comprehensive strategy which permits systematic management of offshoring partnerships aimed at reducing costs and increasing efficiency. Also, the assumption no longer is that such partnerships will only result in a loss of competence in Germany. Rather, a positive competence balance, that is, a flow of competence into Germany, is expected to be one possible outcome of such collaborations.
The vision of the IESE researchers is the exchange of know-how across continents, cultures and competencies. It's the key to the global software development of the future, without fear of losing system leadership and intellectual property, with higher quality at better costs around the clock and around the globe.